Good morning, afternoon. It's way in the afternoon. It's 4:30. Today's been a really boring day so far from a vlog perspective. I got up and I went through a bunch of class materials, had to watch a couple short lectures, had to read a couple of PowerPoints and a few PDFs. Then I had to write 2 papers. It was actually really easy. It took me like 30-40 minutes, so that's done. I haven't submitted them yet, but I'll do that later today. So all of that's caught up on. Cleaned my desk up a little bit, believe it or not. Had a bunch of magazines and books here. Those are now put away where they need to be. Still waiting on the CS rotors and stuff to do the pads. I got an iPad sitting there. Who wants to buy a 32 gig white iPad 3 that works? It's just never charged because I don't use it. Ray-Bans, yesterday's snacks, MacBook, and then the rest of the stuff. This bag down here has all the old halogen bulbs that used to be in my interior. Kind of waiting until I'm done with the DIY to pack those up and put them somewhere. But I'm bored as hell. It's 4:30, so I think I'm going to head downtown. It's Taste of Hudson. It's been raining all day. It's finally stopped. I have mowing I can do, but it's soaking wet. There's no way I could possibly get that done. So I think I'm going to head downtown and see what's going on with that. Probably won't be too many people there. In cleaning my desk out, all of these are old, most of which already read, issues of Popular Mechanics, Popular Science, Car and Driver, and Automobile. I don't know why I get all of those, but I do. I don't really pay for anything, so I think my grandfather gives me some of these. But they're an interesting read when I get them, and then what? And I just stick them in a drawer for what? I don't know. Just sit there, so I'm going to go recycle those. I kept a few. I keep the more pivotal issues, like new M3, M4. I may find that interesting someday, so I kept that. Stuff like that. I don't care about the Hellcat stuff. I don't really like myself. But it's definitely a 3 Series day. I haven't driven this for quite a while. Kind of waiting on those front sway bar links before I do anything, and they're the only thing holding the order back. It's supposed to ship on Wednesday, I think. You can't even see them. There's a spring and a strut. But yeah, I think I'm going to do a DIY on that, and it shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, it's like 2 bolts, and they'll probably be seized as hell. But I've got the Dremel now, so if they're really bad, I'll just cut the bolts off and knock the thing off with a hammer. But the yards over there look all right. It's just mine. My line's definitely scraggly. This guy over here, his isn't even bad either. But it's the end of the month. I cannot believe it's the end of August already. I remember thinking at the end of June, like, holy crap, it's the end of June. Only 2 months of summer left. Well, here it is, 2 months later. And I got to send out some invoices and get paid for some mowing, so that's good. The inflow has been pretty decent. It's still weird getting in this thing, but really happy with the parking brake job. If I can get the M5 that good, that'd be great. Because I had it rebuilt by Jeff's Automotive. I don't remember where that, in Canton, I guess. I had them rebuild the M5 brake, and it really wasn't a whole lot better than it was. Maybe they didn't do it right. Man, this thing needs so much gas. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. Let's see if you guys can hear all the noise coming from the suspension. You probably can't. It's on that side, and that's as long as my arm is. It just sounds like the wheel has 2 inches of play on the hub, and it's about to fall off. It sounds real bad.
Is that a video or a quick picture?
Video. You're back in the vlog. Where are we? I think people know where we are. Panera. Nice polo. With your hand. Welcome back to the vlog. I really don't know what I have filmed today. Did a bunch of work here and around the house and the office. Got those assignments done with Alex. Met Alex for dinner at Panera. I briefly, vaguely remember filming a clip there. When we came back here, I guess that's before we did the assignment. We got that work done. Hung out here for a while. Talked a lot. Just took him home. Drove the 330 all day. It rained. It was wet. It was nasty. It was hot and humid. But then it dried out, so we got to take the fun car tonight and take him home. Anyways, I want to talk about tomorrow in kind of a serious tone. So, the pool that we go to here, Leisure Time Swim Club. It was established in 1954 or 1956, something like that. And my grandfather. I'm over there at his house, their house, every Saturday pretty much, although this summer, that's a whole nother topic, but this summer's been crazy and busy and I haven't been over there religiously every Saturday like I used to be. Going back into fall, now that I'm on a schedule with classes and stuff like that, I do plan to resume that. Anyways, he started going there in probably the early 60s, and it became something we did every year. He started, and then they had two sons, my dad being one of them, in 1957. Tells you how old he is. But they went, as far as I know, every year since then. I don't know exactly when he started, but it's been a long time. So I pretty much grew up there. Every single year, every single summer, since I can remember. I don't know if I went there when I was a toddler, but I'm sure I did. Very young kid anyways, probably age 6 and up. I was there for 30 to 50 days every single summer. That didn't change in middle school, high school, college. Kenan and his family started going in 2010, this marking the 4th year of them going fairly frequently. And it's just, that's what summer is to me. It's always been that way. I learned to swim there. My grandfather taught me how to swim there. We played a ton of volleyball there, had lots of friends come. It's just been summer. That's what summer is. If you take the thing that you spend most of your summer doing and get rid of it, it isn't summer anymore. And I think I mentioned in a vlog a couple weeks back briefly that this is their last year. They're actually shutting down permanently after Monday, September 1st. It's 2:15 in the morning right now, so today is Monday, September 1st. The past couple years, the weather has been horrible. We've had miserable summers. This year, it's rained the majority of the summer. July, 24 out of 31 days, it rained. August hasn't been as bad, but it's been cool. We usually have 20 days up in the 90s, 40 days in the 80s. We've had less than a fifth of that for the 2014 year, coming off a horrible winter, I might add. So that, in addition to the owner, is well up into his 80s. His kids have been running it for the last few years, really, although he's still there every day. Phil's his name. He's kind of a cheapskate. That has something to do with it. But one of his kids moved to Denver. She was tired of the weather, so she disappeared. Another one of his kids has had a lot of health problems. His kids are now in their 50s. But he's had health problems. The family issues in conjunction with the ridiculously poor climate conditions, also in conjunction with lower attendance. There's just less people there. You used to go on an 80-degree day in the middle of summer on a Saturday and it would be packed. You'd have to stand there for 5 seconds to find somewhere to dive in. This year, very few people. Running costs are super high. Anyways, all of that, they're shutting down. And I actually found out when I was in New Jersey with Luke. I was walking out we mowed the yard the last day before we headed back to Pittsburgh and then back here to Ohio. Kenan sent me a text. They put a flyer up announcing that they're closing, thanking everybody for their patronage. And it really sucks. You know, I knew it was going to come. They own 35 acres there. It's precious land. There's golf course, pool, spray ground, splash park, concession stands, bathroom. They have a restaurant there in addition to the kitchen at the pool. But all of that is shutting down. And it took a little while to sink in, but man, that is going to seriously change summer. And unfortunately, there's not really a better place. I've been looking all over the place. We looked at Silver Lake Country Club. There's no volleyball net. I can't do without that. They don't have a hot tub. It's ridiculously expensive, although the location's great. Leisure Time's an Olympic-sized pool. The Marine Corps or somebody uses that to actually train, National Guard maybe, to train for swimming. There's a lap pool. It's huge. There's nothing else that really competes with that. So I don't know what the hell we're going to do next year, and it's just going to be weird. It's just that's my thing. That's what I do in the summer to get away from everything and relax. And it's honestly really sad, but you can't change it. So anyways, I knew it was coming. The land's valuable. They'd tear everything out of there and build houses. But I was really hoping that I would get my last summer or two here out of the way. Finish going there, and when I move away to California and don't come back here for 30 years, I don't really care after that. But unfortunately, it's now going to affect me a lot over the next year or two. So, you know, can't change it. We're going to have to find another place, but that's going to be hard, and it's not going to be the same at all. And this clip is, geez, 5.5 minutes now. I'm sorry, but it's a big thing for me, and I wanted to document that in these videos. So, yeah, tomorrow's the last day there. It's going to be weird leaving. It always sucks at the end of the year. Labor Day weekend comes along, and you go to the pool, and you have your last hurrah for 7 months, 8 months of then hell after that. But this year it's going to be really different, knowing that when we leave, we'll never be back. Next spring, they probably plan on tearing everything out and building in a higher end housing allotment. It's nice land, but yeah. So I figured I would fill you in on that. Tomorrow will be the last day there. A couple weeks ago, as soon as I found out, I wanted to dig out my little Kodak waterproof camera and just have a whole bunch of fun with Razvan and everybody in Kenan there. And I charged the thing up and it won't turn on at all. So it must have gotten water in it or something, but it's dead. And I didn't want to go out and buy a whole other GoPro or something for it. If I buy a GoPro, it'd have to be a Hero 3 Black or whatever, and I wouldn't do it. So that's where we stand, and that's where we'll be spending most of the day tomorrow. And I never really filmed there because I'm wet and in the water the whole time, and this Canon probably wouldn't like water very much. So yeah, it's gonna be a sad day tomorrow for that. But, you know, it'll be fall, we'll do the hikes and everything this fall, and Bob Evans and pumpkin pie. But when next spring rolls around and May hits, we better find something. I just need a place to go to be able to swim and relax and hang out with everybody. And I don't know what that's going to be yet. So, well, I am going to head in, get a shower, get up to bed. Tomorrow we'll probably head over there at noon or 1 o'clock, and I will stay till they close. It's just going to be depressing. Because, you know, you meet a lot of people there, you make a lot of friends there, and that was always the place. But all right, I'm finally done. I'm sorry that took forever. Talk to you guys tomorrow on Monday. Happy Labor Day, if there is a such thing. Memorial Day, I'm going to keep talking. If you want to go, go. Good night. Memorial Day is that day in the beginning of the summer where it's a blast. That's like the best weekend here. The Memorial Day weekend, the Timmy Fest weekend, those are the best. And now that's so far away, it's depressing. Labor Day is the weekend of generally really poor weather, although Memorial Day can be too, but Labor Day weather usually sucks. It rains, the taste of Hudson, and that's when everybody considers summer closing. And over the last several years, May has been kind of shitty, and September and October have been much nicer. Warmer still, leaves start to fall, and that's the worst part about fall, is all the work that accompanies the changing climate. All of these leaves are going to be an absolute bitch to clean up. So yeah, Labor Day sucks. After that, can't wear white anymore. People start wearing long pants all over the place. It's cold in the mornings, it's cold at night. I need to move somewhere warm, and that's why I need to get out of here, because this doesn't suit me here at all. All right, now I'm done. We'll talk tomorrow on the way to the pool. We're gonna try to have a fun day tomorrow though. Try to keep that in the back of our mind and just really enjoy it there. So, all right, good night.